Hello and welcome to this new session of Queer and D, where a bunch of us get together and we play some D&D that's extremely queer, whenever we feel like, essentially. So we don't really have too many notifications or anything like that this session. We do have Kristen for this session, but she might be dipping in and out because lots of various different travel things and all that going on for the next little while. Also, conventions are happening out and about these days. So Kristen and I and Abby are all going to Erpfest in basically the first weekend of July, and then a large bunch of us are going to Acon in Canada for both of them for the TV show Winona Earp. If you're there and you watch us, don't be afraid, come say hi to us all. We don't bite or anything like that, and yeah, it'd be great to meet anybody that actually watches these, so yeah, it'd be fun. That's pretty much it in the way of any announcements or anything like that just now, because that's really about it, in all honesty. I know this is really choppy, but hey ho. We also have a kind of new backdrop here, as you can see. I had some time last week because of the Jubilee weekend here in Scotland and decided to redecorate, so you'll have a nicer kind of organised background there where you can see D&D books and Critical Role Funkos and all that good stuff. So anyway, shall we do a quick little recap here? So last time, we pretty much woke up after the kind of spider, drider, big fat lady spiders, big butt spider fight. The group decided to investigate the cave, where we found a lot of arcane scrawlings and carvings in the entirety of the cave wall. They also found a large waterfall cavern in the middle of it, and off in one of the back corners, alongside dragon bones that they found in there as well as elsewhere in the cavern, they found a bundle of robes with a kind of half rotten body kind of thing in the middle of it. And they also found elsewhere in the cave, they found some dead bodies of people bearing the Hydra of Lady Rihanna on it. All of that completely set River off, and River had a bit more than a mild panic attack, and basically River decided to go kamikaze in there. So that all happened, and they made their way out of it, had a stern talking to with River, to hopefully get River to see reason and see that that's really not the way to go, and to trust in them. It continued on throughout the Cursed Pinnacle for the rest of the day, where they finally managed to get out of the Cursed Pinnacle and down the side of the mountain and set up a camp for the evening. And they were just kind of setting up to set up camp and such before they had a long rest. That was, in all honesty, pretty much about it. The main happenings last time was a lot of River happening. And we shall guess where this takes us. We are hoping to play in 2 weeks' time. That's the plan just now anyway, and yeah, let's take it from there.
Away again.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
It's a lot. But no, good.
It's nice to see your face.
Yes. I know, it's been like
such a long time.
I just saw you a few days ago.
I love
Well,
the
not
wood-
you, obviously.
I know.
What kind of
Yeah.
wood is that behind you? Is it like curled maple or?
It looks like walnut or something.
Mahogany.
I have
Oh,
no
God, that's
clue.
beautiful.
Yeah, it came from family.
I was gonna say
I
it's,
don't know.
it's old British wood.
It's old British wood, right? Can
Yeah.
you go up again? Can I see how tall it is? Oh my God, look at that view. Oh, I
Wow.
got some pewter up there.
So if I
That
stand
thing
up,
is huge.
it's like
It's still a good size, yeah?
Oh, okay. Pretty
it's like
size.
that much taller than
Yeah.
me.
So, and you're like 5'6" or something? 5'5", 6"?
Yes.
So, yeah. So it's good, 5'10". So it's about as tall as I am. Almost. I'm 5'11".
It's tall.
It's tall. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
Oh, Roger. Roger's being extra needy this morning.
He wants
Oh.
to get in the middle of everything.
Oh, Raj. Yes.
He's so cute.
The best is when Roger like knocks over things.
Yeah.
Remember that time we were playing and Simon legitimately fell off the cat condo? It's a little thump.
Our cats, pictures of Grace, all of them.
So grateful. So grateful. Hmm. Mm.
So what else have you been getting up to apart from just travelling all of Britain?
What else have I been doing? I went swimming in the sea last Sunday, which was fun, but cold, but fun.
Which
Was it Portobello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So it was chilly.
If it's
But
anything
good.
like air, then yeah, cold.
Mm-hmm. And I've like moved most of my stuff home again now.
So is that
Um,
you finished your have you got one more year or is that you finished now? That you finished.
yeah,
Dun dun.
crazy.
I remember when I first saw a picture of you in your school uniform. I was like, are they in the military? What? I was so confused. And then
Yeah.
you guys are just super extra, you know?
Yeah, we all pretty much wear blazers and stuff like that. Blazers, shirt tie.
I didn't have a blazer.
No, it was like
Look at you.
it legitimately looked like a uniform. Am I imagining this?
I don't know what picture you're
Oh.
talking about.
I wore
Have
like
you been wearing like some kind of uniform that looks a little militant?
Oh,
Oh,
is that
I
after
mean,
your drumming?
I've also been in like the Officer Training Corps, which is
That's
like
what.
cadets.
That's why. Okay, I'm not crazy. Officer Training Corps.
Well,
What?
you're not incorrect. I wouldn't go so far as to say that you're not crazy.
Stop it, brat. Officer Training Corps. That's what it was. I knew it was a militant kind of outfit.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what will that mean then? The Officer Training Corps. What happens after that?
So either you can go from there and do more military training and go into either full-time or reserves.
I'm assuming
Or-
it's like our ROTC here.
It's like,
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
What
Yeah,
would you rather
or you
do?
can
Would you like to
just
go in full time?
No, I'm not going to.
Because you would go in at a higher rank, right, than you would if you went in as not
Yeah.
if you didn't take that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like ROTC here.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I'm just leaving that now. So, because I did cadets at school as well, so I've effectively been in some sort of military training for about 9 years.
Oh wow.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
So I think I'm like that's me done.
Fair.
Here.
Just a
You should
lot.
just tell people that you're in Salem, like mother
Motherland.
Yeah.
I've still got 3 episodes of that left to watch.
3 left.
I will get it watched.
You
I
get
will get it watched.
Ready?
Yeah.
Hi.
You.
Hey Mo. Hey Mo, what do you know? Aw.
Kisses.
That's really cool, Kristen. I think that's just really cool.
So you staying with your parents then for a bit? Or
Yeah, well, I'm up here until about the 19th, and then away from the 20th to the 27th
Mhm.
with my friends, and then in Edinburgh for a few days. One of my other Erpa friends is coming up to stay the night before we come over to Glasgow for Erpfest.
Nice.
And then Erpfest, then like a bit of a week, and then my graduation's the Friday.
Damn.
And then I'm flying to Guatemala on the 9th.
Good lord.
Jesus.
Wow.
Well, my biggest question to you is, where do you get your Adderall?
Also, when are you going to take a vacation? Wow.
Then,
That is like unnatural energy.
well, I mean, I'll have plenty of time to sleep on the flight.
You're secretly an
I mean,
elf and
true.
you have 4 hours?
This
So
is
my-
why there's pictures of you crashed in odd places, right?
So am I right in thinking the Guatemala trip, you're just doing it yourself, that you're not doing it with a group anymore? Because you were doing
No.
it with a group before, now you're
Yeah.
just doing it solo. What are they
Just
doing then? Are they still going? Or are they not?
As far as I'm aware, that was because it was kind of postponed twice and then cancelled.
Oh.
Because it was meant to happen 2020 initially,
Uh-huh.
and then moved. So as far as I'm aware, that's just, it's not really happening anymore.
Did people get their money back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it was all organized through like the actual volunteer travel company rather
Oh,
than
that's good.
Nice things.
like people in the group. So
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Cool.
That's good then.
yeah.
And then after Acon and everything,
Mhm.
what are you doing when you come back? Or are you just going back to your parents?
I'm hopefully finding a flat somewhere, either Edinburgh. Potentially, there's a slight possibility I might move up to Aberdeen and stay with a friend who's doing a master's up there. But I'm not too sure yet. But yeah, like after Acon, I'm then moving. I'm going for a few days in Montreal and a few days in Quebec, and then a few days in Halifax, visiting some friends there, and then flying home.
Wow.
That's a lot.
There's a lot. And it's funny when you talk about moving to Aberdeen, because there's an Aberdeen in Washington too, but it's full.
Yeah, that's where Kurt Cobain
Where
was
Kurt Cobain was born.
and it's
Wow.
an absolute shithole.
And it is an
It's also a shithole here, so don't worry.
I think we all
It's
have
expensive. It's like really
Yeah,
expensive.
It's definitely a student city and an oil city. That's the only two things.
Ours is a
logging town.
depressed, broke, former logging town. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anybody who's gone on any oil rigs has to go through Aberdeen pretty much in Scotland.
Mhm.
Sir, I don't know. He's making choices today. He has a little bit of a mood going on.
He does.
Like, I'm gonna lay in the dice tray and
And I'm gonna rub my face all over the laptop.
potentially show people my whole. I don't know.
Can I just say I was looking at River's like stats? God, I missed River because
So like she's dead.
what?
Since
not like-
when?
Dead. Like
Right.
just-
But the
No,
thing is,
River's not dead. River's not dead.
they created is dead because I was only a level 2 and I couldn't do it.
Okay.
And she's so cool. And I never got to do any of the cool stuff.
Oh.
And now I
That's
just have Abby, the
The Barbarian.
The barbarian.
Barbarian. She's dope.
Barbarian.
Can I just say,
You can only take bubble baths.
the bubble baths. Everybody needs to watch EXU Calamity if you're not already watching EXU Calamity.
Yep.
I started
agree.
it. I just haven't had a chance to watch
It
it
is
yet.
so good.
As I said this earlier, but last night, this week's episode, we finished it last night. Single-handedly the best and also most stressful episode of Critical Role I have ever watched.
It's so good.
feel
So
like
the whole thing with Calamity is obviously, you know, this big huge massive thing happens, and then you've got like the big god fighting Gordranas eventually in Jorhas, but then it's like, how does that, what's happening just now, lead into that? It's like all these
Lead
small
into it.
inconsequential things, like leading up this
And the threads that Brennan is
Yeah.
tying into the current, like to what you
In-
know
in
in
their
the now
secrets and
versus the
stuff.
history.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I watched the
good.
first like maybe 5 minutes of no more than that, probably 20 minutes of the first episode. And even
That's
that
right.
was like blown away.
It is
and,
so good.
It's like watching Rogue One, where you know the end, but
Right.
oh my
You
God,
know
Yeah.
the end, and you know it's not going to be good.
Right.
I mean, it's called
Yeah,
Calamity
it's-
for a reason.
The best kind of thing I can describe it as is like watching a war movie, or like the build up to the war in the war movie.
Yeah,
Mhm.
to me, it's exactly like Rogue One because, like, I love
Yeah.
Rogue One. Rogue
Mhm,
One
it's-
is
it's a good
my
movie.
favorite Star Wars movie.
Same.
And you know that they weren't gonna make, but it's still heartbreaking when it happens.
Yeah.
You're like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah, you kind of get to that. Oh shit.
yeah.
And
And
I
then
didn't
you're
know
like, no.
I didn't know I needed to see a Bria and Sam
Love story.
love story,
it was amazing.
but I definitely needed
It's
to
so
see a
good.
Bria and Sam love story.
Oh, I wasn't. Like,
I
I
was
know
not-
kind of what happens in like the last 30 minutes of it because I've seen a few little spoilers at the end, like on
The
Twitter.
last 30 minutes is mind blowing.
Ugh, I wish I could say the same thing.
That's why you have to watch it because you fell asleep, and that's
Yeah,
tragic.
I have to watch it. I was going to do some of it today. I wanted to get through First Kill on Netflix first, which was not bad.
I finished
Give it
it
a
last
shot.
night.
Yeah, I did too. It was pretty good. I liked it.
The
Yeah.
person, the
Little
lady
cheesy,
who
but like
created
in a
it,
good way, in my opinion.
the lady who created it lives in like Edinburgh.
Oh, that's cool.
Really?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
That's cool.
She's American, but she like moved to Edinburgh and lives there. Because
Oh.
Haley looked at her bio on Twitter and it says that she lives here.
Amazing.
I may have looked in to try and figure out how I could become a Scottish citizen.
We may
but,
have
you know.
we may have contemplated Scotland as one of our escape locations.
I mean, it's just a decent enough place. Lots
Listen,
of good food.
apparently I can prove that I am like a certain amount Irish, like only like 17% or something. I can have citizenship there. So I am definitely a ton of it.
Really?
That's what every American kind of goes though. They go like, you're from Scotland. Oh my gosh, you're like, I've got like
Listen.
5 siblings. They're all like Scottish. Oh my gosh, I could be part of your family. Like all that kind of jazz.
Strategy.
And I'm just
I
like,
just need an exit strategy.
no.
Yeah, no, really, it's all about exit strategy.
Yeah.
I'll take whatever I can get to do that.
Yep. It's
I
all
mean, if
about
I can claim a little percentage so I can get the fuck out, I'm there.
it's all about queers seeking asylum. That's actually what we're talking about right
Yep.
now.
100%. Yep.
You just need to take over America. Just take over.
Right.
I mean, we obviously shouldn't be allowed to run it ourselves. That's apparent.
Well, I mean, the only reason why we stay is because we have some privilege and we can help to protect those that can't
Yeah.
show up.
And
But-
money.
Also,
That's the only reason why we stay, and that it makes me mad because I get to that point where I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here, and then Layla's like, no, we can't
No.
do that because we have to be the voice and we have to be, here for the other people. And I'm like, God damn it.
I mean, it's not going so great here at the moment because the LGB Alliance just got a rather lovely grant from the National Lottery Fund.
Yes, I heard that.
oh Jesus.
Yeah, because that was part of my orientation this morning. We were talking about like certain topics, and that came up that they got like lottery funded money, and I was like, bullshit.
That's fucked.
That's fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, that's okay. There's a couple of states recently that have passed bills allowing people to force genital examinations on children before they can do
any part of sport. Yeah.
Like if you suspect, I mean, just like and sit there and claim if I'm on that board. I don't think that girl is really a girl. Let's put them in.
Yeah, they don't even have to have a real reason. They can just like,
no, they can just.
We think that we need to check you.
That team's statistically done better in the past against our schools, so let's just say this shit.
That kid and make them go.
But they're all girls. It's only for the girls team.
Yeah,
they do not have that for the boys team.
Then people like the Larry Nassers of the world are going to be living in heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This place sucks.
This is a shithole. Let's play D&D in somewhere that's just like.
Please, I need all this world to exist in.
America sucks. Some people suck in America. Not everyone sucks in America. Haley always has to remind me about that because I'm always like, I hate America. America sucks, and she's
that's perfectly fine to say.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
America
that's
sucks.
That's
There's
acceptable.
a lot of really shitty people in politics here.
Oh yeah,
we're all right.
We're all right, but we don't have any power, so
we do have.
That's
power.
just like everybody in Scotland, to be fair.
I mean, I did just go vote.
Right. Good job.
We have power. They just make us think we don't.
Well, we don't have power. We can
listen.
We've had this debate a lot.
My goal, just AOC is going to be president.
Layla's always like, we don't have power, and I'm like, but we do have power. But it's a thing.
We have intercommunity power. We do not have institutional power. It's that simple.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I'm like, burn down the fucking institution. I'm
like, yeah.
Listen, I mean, that was me as a child.
Guy Fawkes, but actually pull it off,
right? I mean, I was actively a participant in Earth First back in the late 80s and 90s, so.
And then they had the gall when we first started dating to say they're not political. And I was like, bitch, what?
It wasn't political. We just dismantled machinery that we're going to take down trees. That's all. That's all.
I engaged in just a titch of eco-terrorism, but I'm not really political.
Just a smidge.
Eco-terrorism. I'm like, it was just a thing that had to be done. And to this day, though, that fight protected thousands and thousands of old growth.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You get no argument from me. Anyway, let's play D&D.
Yeah, let's go.
I mean, what do you guys want to do today?
Burn into the fucking
ground! Protect those that can't protect themselves. All the goodness.
Sounds like what you do in this game.
Yeah, because none of us.
A long rest.
Yes.
You were just kind of starting a long rest, I think.
Okay.
No, we'd had one. No, we'd had
Did
one.
you mark it
I
off?
make points and everything.
Starting?
Okay.
Starting? What are you planning on doing?
Or we were starting another long rest. We just hadn't.
Yeah. So you had
able to change my spells. That's all.
So you had a long rest outside of the spider cave before you went back into the spider cave, and River had her whole thing.
Meltdown. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
I respect you. I don't mean that disrespectfully.
I mean, I called it a thing. Take from that what you will. And then you went back out and you headed down the other side of the cursed pinnacle, and got just outside of it as darkness was falling, and you kind of pulled off to the side of the road to set up camp. But I don't think you did your full camp and long rest yet.
Okay.
Okay.
That sounds right. That sounds accurate.
And there's your recap for what happened.
I need that mug.
Yeah.
It's a Target.
Oh, yay, Target.
I got the card at the Pride game this week.
Nice.
I saw a TikTok that had a song that says, "Don't go grocery shopping if you're hungry, and don't go shopping at Target if you're gay."
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds accurate from what I've seen. Not that I've been to a Target.
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Okay, so who doesn't need to actually sleep? Because I mean,
Elves.
Right?
I need 4 hours of meditation.
Leaf
So
only
you guys, like,
sleeps
first
after
shift,
alcohol.
I
What?
sleep sometimes.
After alcohol.
Yeah, exactly. After that.
Alright, so
So-
you guys have kind of pulled up and made your little camp off to the side. Tix has been using the time alone going to fetch food for messaging Pandora, if I remember correctly.
Yes, because these snoopy bitches. Too much.
Wow.
Do you need a more in-depth recap, Kristen, for what's been happening over the last few weeks? Would you like that, or?
I mean, you don't have to. I can.
Fine, let's move on.
I can just work it out as we go along. I'll see where we go.
And currently, we're going round the mountain.
Round and up.
Round
To
about.
be honest, I usually just, like
when they
wing
come.
it. Today's
We've
one
made
of
it
those
mostly
days.
around the mountain at this point.
Yeah, we haven't eaten yet.
I'm like so dead.
So
So
we'll have
good.
to take the first shift, sleepies, while we get some rest.
I am sleeping with my dagger, by the way.
So you're
Okay.
about to stay with someone there, and I was like, "Ooh, who are you
Is-
sleeping with?"
Before you guys all kind of bed down for the night and start your shifts, is
Oh,
there
no.
anything that anyone wants to accomplish?
I'm gonna light some
I'm working
incense.
on my,
Incense.
obviously on my suit, but that's probably all I'm doing.
Soup.
I'm gonna light some incense and do.
Did you say soup?
No, suit.
Oh, suit. Oh, sorry. I thought you said you were working on your soup, and I was like,
My
"Ooh,
armor. My
Nice.
armor.
could use some soup right now."
You know, I don't know if I would trust soup from River.
True.
What?
True. That is true. Just in case it could have like. Oh wait, where's the apple tree?
Listen,
probably put
I
the
rolled a
apple tree
dice
in it.
this morning to see if I was going to sneak away from you all. Luckily, I didn't.
See,
Oh,
what do we
you
do?
also- You
Soup.
also rolled to say that you would be sleeping, so there you go.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
would be
that.
sleeping.
Pure chaos.
It's been a long 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay, so just before you guys all kind of bed down, this is just a kind of point of order thing because everybody else has kind of decided what they're doing. But Mika, we need to know what you're going to be doing as your act as part of the performance trip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait, what
What's
did I
everyone
say? I
else
was gonna do?
doing?
Oh, I'm doing
Uh,
acrobatics.
I'm the like bouncer type. I'm just
I'm doing
muscle.
shit.
I'm just my big tiefling form right now.
Oh, I thought you had a thing here.
I think you were like a fire breather, Torin, like fire that
Oh,
kind of thing.
yes, for sure. Yes, fire breathing,
You fire
I
breathing.
don't-
fire pyrotechnic kind of stuff.
I'm trying to remember what I said I was going to do. Was I like juggling daggers or something?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
it wasn't. Were you gonna be a like performing bear, Abby, or was that?
Yeah.
You were either
Yay!
performing bear
Right,
or
you
you were
could
doing
keep them.
caricatures. It was one
Yeah, I
of
was
the two.
doing caricatures, and then if we needed a bear, I could be a performing bear. Yes, that's it. Yeah, I forgot
So
that
we're
what we were
definitely
doing.
more freak show than.
I really wanted to lean more to the freak
You
show.
like- Maybe Mika can do those like rock statues, like chisel rock statues.
You mean
I don't know,
sculptures?
Have you
You mean
trained
a
out Olivia to
sculpture.
do tricks? You could do like you could do your trained owl.
She's not trained well enough.
Or in any way.
Follow us.
Are you
She'll
like
just
really
pass follow us, but
like,
that's
lifting
about
and
it.
be, like, strong man?
Well, let's see. What do you have? What are some of your traits that you have?
We could get
Spontaneous sleeping.
a tiny little saddle for the owl, and I could be a mouse, and I could fly like Red
No,
Bull.
Olivia will eat you.
No, she's not that
Bad
well
idea.
trained.
But everyone's seen Red Bull.
I mean,
you know?
people will pay for murder, but
You will
Dad
be
show.
lunch. She will nom you down.
Oh, jeez.
Like,
We don't need
can you
leaves
just
to
imagine like a little cute
Hey,
little saddle
duh.
on the owl.
You can literally
I
be
agree,
like
it's
the ringmaster.
adorable.
We need someone to lead the show.
It's true. We do need that.
So what can you
We
do?
don't have anyone that's like, and this is.
I mean, you're druidic. Can you like create vines or like can you make things grow? Like,
Do you have
Yes,
druidcraft?
I have that.
Yeah.
I see that spell.
I would imagine you do.
I mean,
have
I
that?
can also be. I can be like the bouncer / announcer too.
Kristen,
Yeah.
so like a
Sure.
leader, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I
leader
can do
kind of
that.
thing. Okay.
My charisma's good enough. I can do that.
But
That's good.
what
Yeah,
about
that's good.
Kristen though? Let's work on that.
Let's see.
Like if we know what you are capable of doing, maybe we can figure something out. Because
Mhm.
Olivia is out of the question. She's chaos. She's feral.
If she could flip you off before flying away, she would.
She would. She
I
probably
mean, you
does.
could learn the druidcraft cantrip if you wanted to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
Find
pull little
one
flowers from behind kids' ears and stuff.
Oh,
That'd be cute.
When I went to Moulin Rouge, they had someone who made sand art on a screen, and it was really cool.
Ooh. Yeah, I have plant growth.
nice.
So just flourish it, like make flowers grow and shit.
You could go like the really sweet way, or you could go like thorny, viney, cagey thing.
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
There we go. There's an owl.
Oh no.
So we'll think on it in our travels. Think on it on our travels.
Yeah, I will.
So as it stands, you guys have 2 more days of travel left before you hit kind of the outer limits of Arkmerry, and then you've got 7 more days before the actual event happens.
Wowzers.
So yeah, you have time to pick still. Ish.
I mean, you know,
Are we going up a mountain or just round a mountain?
kind of went up and
So you
over on the other
kind
side.
of went like that,
All right.
Oh, okay.
I just
but you didn't go like that. You went.
No, we're on the downslope now.
No, I don't like heights.
You don't like the further away you get from the core of the earth, the more nervous you are.
Oh,
Oh,
also, I'm gonna see if someone will retouch my dye job.
Let me
Oh,
see.
yeah.
I've got like other. I think I probably should have a die.
We still have a little bit of the dye left.
I think you kept some of it.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you just need like a little touch up on your ears and stuff, right?
Well,
Yeah.
we got like 7, 8, 9 days. Yeah.
Yeah, but we should be as touched up as possible when we arrive. We don't want to draw attention when we get there.
True.
If we can just kind of get into town and kind of blend. Because we blend real well. I don't know if y'all have noticed this about us, but we don't
I
stand
can
out.
go unseen unless
Yeah, no. We don't draw attention to ourselves.
DM,
Nope.
can I take some like found metal, like, you know, like when we, I don't know if we maybe have some, I imagine River probably has some scraps of something,
I do.
and like design some cool outfit of some sort since I have smithing skills? Or do I need to have a,
I would say you'd need like a proper forge to be able to like do your smithing skills.
dang it.
However,
That fire breath, I mean, no.
I mean, I would say your firebreath could probably light a forge, but it wouldn't be enough. Like,
What if I helped, being as I'm an artificer?
I mean, if you want to like kind of try and set up like a makeshift forge outside of the city or anything like that,
I don't
sure.
have tools. I have tools.
Are you trying to make yourself a metal bikini?
No,
Are you going in like Leah?
Are you
I'm
going like
just
Sled
trying to
Leia
add
outfit?
just trying to add some flair, you know, to the costuming, and I think metal goes really well with fire,
I mean, you're not wrong.
right?
Until it just starts melting on top of you.
I mean, I don't have to know where I'm aiming it, but and like it could go on my shoulders or
Yeah, just
You
like
know,
make
like-
little ringlets maybe, and like
Are you trying to
Some,
just
like,
make like some
stuff on my
pauldrons for your
I
shoulders?
mean, I plan on being bare chested because, you know, but I think that works well for me. But also, you know, just some flourish for my arms.
Don't you
and
wear? What kind of
Okay.
armor do you
I have
wear?
chainmail, and then yeah.
Okay, I'll say that you've got
Like-
two choices regarding this. You can either try and set up a forge outside of the city with River's help, or you can go into the city itself and see if you can like hire a space or something like that in one of the blacksmiths in the city for like an afternoon or something like that to be able to do this.
Mm.
I could
That
also
sounds-
make the chainmail that you have glow. I can make it glow. I can add light to it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
It'd be 5 feet of light though. You look at fucking beacon.
It's not going to be the beacons are lit.
I mean, and yeah. And
I can do visual effects. I can do
So?
like static visual effects that last on you. So I'm assuming I could make it look shimmery and shiny.
I like that.
Like-
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
can do that.
Is-
That's
I
rad.
would say that would work as long as you don't move.
Okay.
Well, because it's to an object. That's
Okay.
the thing. It says I can imbue it to an object.
Mm.
Okay,
So
if
if I
it's to an
put it
object,
onto her, it would just shimmer. It would be a static image on her,
okay,
or on their
chainmail.
That makes sense.
email, on their chainmail.
That'd be cool. But then, I don't know if I'm doing a fire show at night. Are we doing evening performances too?
I mean, I don't know. I assume we're gonna have to do stuff all day, kind of.
Right.
Because I
So,
could make it
okay.
I would do it before the show. It would look like stars. I could make it look starry.
Nice. I like it. Thank you. I don't want to hold us up by building a forge or going into
Yeah.
town.
I mean, we have 7 days before the festival. We're gonna need to fill that time with something.
I can also make you
Well,
smell.
I mean, we have things to do and investigate and yada yada, but
you
like,
guys don't want to go into a town, though.
we're
do
gonna
you?
have to go into Arkmerry. We're talking
Oh,
about when we
okay.
get to Arkmerry.
Well, maybe. I think maybe when we get to Arkmerry, that may be something I will look into. I still like your flourish. I think I still want some metalworks. I just want to schnazz up my look.
This is just me spitballing this as me, not as DM. But last session we were toying about with the idea of doing like Pussy Bandits bowling shirts for us. So why
Oh,
don't you like get something like that incorporated? It's like an
Pussy
outfit
Bandits
for the
tunics.
performance trip. Yep. For the performance
Get
trip. as a whole.
them embroidered
Mm-hmm.
or sashes or something.
Make it
Yeah,
Also,
no,
I
I can
still
DM.
want a Pussy Bandits bowling shirt. I still want that.
Same.
Just in case anyone's wondering, I still want that.
I'd wear that at Akon.
Oh god.
Imagine it's like the
I'm
pussy.
should,
rolling into
let's do
Akon
it.
all wearing pussy.
You see me rolling. I'm totally like,
It'll be like my gang. I'll be like, yeah, I have backup.
right? You got your
Let's
posse.
do it.
Exactly, I've got my posse. I'll just be like, yep. And I have
I'm
one
totally,
all the way still in America.
I'm totally down for if you want to send us like the iron-on deals, and I'm totally. I think that's brilliant. Instead of about and then we all can get whatever shirts we're gonna get. I'm more of a t-shirt kind of person.
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah,
that.
I'm a t-shirt.
We'll do
I'm a
that. I'll
t-shirt
bring them to Econ and we can put them on in the rooms.
Sweet, sweet.
Okay, t-shirts.
Anyway,
Anyhow, we'll mail one to Mick, and whoever doesn't show up, they gotta have one too.
Yeah.
Right on. Anyway, yes.
Back to the game. All right.
I will take first watch since I only need 4 hours of meditation.
Cool. All right. Roll a perception check for me then.
Alrighty. Dirty 20.
Nice.
Woohoo!
All right. So you, as the night gets darker and darker, you see the clouds still rolling over the cursed pinnacle themselves. But it's a bit strange in that they kind of stop about 50 feet from where you are and don't seem to move any closer to you. As you kind of set camp up right as soon as you get out of the cursed pinnacle. So the They seem to be settled in the Cursed Pinnacle itself. Almost as like a weird atmospheric event sort of thing that happens just there, but they don't move anywhere else. Beyond that, the first time since you started this leg of the journey, you see clear skies above.
Oh. Ooh, I'm gonna go. And did we decide who was taking second watch?
Nope.
No, I can. I can.
Okay. I wake you up and report that the clouds are weird. The clouds are acting weird, and then go off to meditate.
Okay. And I look up and I go, I think that might be why they call it the Cursed Pinnacle.
Yeah.
Just maybe.
Just maybe.
What's gonna come out of that shit? What's in that shit?
I don't know, we're out of it. I don't care.
I thought we were in it.
No, we've left it.
Yeah, you just got out of it.
Got out.
Okay, thank you.
Go back to
No,
sleep.
I'm going back
Go
to
back
sleep
to
now.
sleep.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, you spent one evening in there, and that's where you fought the big butty
The
spider
stupid
ladies.
spider people.
Yeah,
That's-
spider people.
Yeah.
And you had your whole talk about mermaids and centaurs and
Impel centaurs are the most cursed being. Remember? Go back to sleep.
I'm back to
Okay.
sleep now.
Alrighty, perception check then, please.
Oops. That jumped entirely out of my.
That went nowhere.
Oh, hey, look at that. How about a 24? 19 on
Nice.
the dice.
Nice. There's not too much more to report, except for the fact that Olivia has made her way back and is just kind of perching on top of the cart, looking over the tents, just staring intently at them.
And I'm just sitting by the fire, like, sharpening my sword, and I just kind of look up at Olivia and give her the little, shook.
Alrighty. Who's on third watch?
I'll go for third watch.
Okay. Roll for it then, please.
Oh gosh. Investigation or no?
Perception.
Perception.
Yeah.
What do you perceive?
That would be a 21.
Oh,
You're all rolling so good.
sir.
As kind of the sun starts to come up and peer over, you see Olivia kind of nestle her head underneath her wing and kind of go to sleep a little bit, and you hear like some kind of wild dogs or something like that further off in the woods, starting to howl and then settle down for the evening. But it seems relatively safe here. Nothing's came or went in the entire time that any of you have been sitting there. Seems as though people avoid this pinnacle.
That doesn't seem like it's a necessarily good thing.
As you all kind of wake up for the day, it's a nice orangey sky overhead as you wake up. You wake up quite early as there's like no clouds overhead or in the darkness of the Cursed Pinnacles kind of off to the side of you all. So there's nothing to stop the sun's rays from waking you up at stupid o'clock in the morning.
Right. Let's go. Get this over with.
Okay. I'm assuming that you're kind of having the usual setup in the cart with Torin driving again and someone else up front.
Yeah, I'll sit up front.
Alright.
Morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning. It's quite beautiful.
We're having a duet this morning.
Oh, that's not bad, you know.
Did we wake up in a musical and I missed it?
No, this is rehearsals. The musical will be like finalized for another day.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not traveling with a bard, so here we go.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody even has a musical instrument, do they?
Oh, I
Yeah,
do.
all of
I
you.
do. I've got
Everybody
back
apart from Secret has an
think.
instrument.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Yeah, you all bought them
Did we?
at Woody's.
What did I buy?
And
looking
Laura
through the book.
Ivywood or something like that. I need to
have
double check them out.
I have a pan flute. That's what I have.
What the heck
Yeah.
did I buy?
What did you buy?
Should be in your inventory. Scroll down. Don't you have bagpipes?
That was a different character.
Oh.
Yeah, so you guys bought it when you were this is when you decided that your band name was going to be the Pussy Bandits, with the first album being called Snatch It.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Snatch It first album dropping soon.
And it was also when you got the Dust of Choking and Sneezing and the Dragon Slayer short sword.
The dust of choking and it sounds like a river thing.
Yeah, it was a river thing.
In fact, River did not have a good time.
Well, damn, I can't find my instrument. I mean, that doesn't sound good, but yeah.
Okay. We'll go back and we'll figure out what it was you got.
It's probably in like a DM somewhere, like on Twitter, because I got a private message and I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
you
I've
weren't
got
there
bagpipe.
that session, so that's
Yeah.
why you got a DM. But
Yeah.
everybody else, it's in. It is on session number 20. So there you go.
Nice.
We can go back and watch it and see what you got. All right. So you get up and you set up the cart and everything like that. You head off. Anything anyone's doing in the back of the cart or on the cart or anything like that today, or are you just all chilling and
Chilling and
99
seeing.
bottles of beer on the wall?
99 bottles of ale.
I'm keeping an eye out, like peeking out the side of the cart and just looking at the changing landscape and seeing if I notice any other people on the road or anything like that.
Okay, go for it. Roll our perception check. I'm just bringing up the world map. just now.
19.
You're muted, Aaron.
Sorry, my family's loud. I said I got a ukulele because I wrote down a ukulele, a pitch pike, and 2 pack strings.
You were prepared.
Mhm.
I didn't write down what anyone else got though.
I see Secret peeking out the side, and I say, "Hey, you can climb up top if you want."
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
just wrote down what I got, which was the pan flute.
You can't see on this road. You can't see anyone else on this route. You're continuing along the King's Road as you kind of started off in there. You've kind of continued on it. There doesn't seem to be anyone coming or going, apart from like the odd like small little farmstead off to the side. It's in the middle of nowhere, and it's like driving a cart to like the nearest small town, etc. to sell their goods and pick up whatever they need. You don't really see anyone kind of
Okay.
as leading down as you guys are.
Is it weird that there's nobody else on the King's Road right now? Is that weird? Or is that normal?
I don't even know if this road's wide enough to pass. Is it? Yeah, people can pass this. Okay.
Yeah, it's isn't big enough for like maybe 2 carts astride.
Mm-hmm. I still feel like we're up too high.
No, we're down out of the mountain now.
We're coming down. Are we in the valley yet?
We're out of the mountain. That was the whole point of the clouds being
Okay.
around the cursed
Oh,
pinnacle.
oh,
we're close to
Where are we even?
I'm driving the cart, sir.
I'm having some problems. Disassociating, and I never got out of my meditative state.
Please don't
Too
Probably
much
shouldn't be
incense.
driving while disassociating.
Please don't disassociate and drive. That's all I ask.
I am present. I am present. I am present.
Are you convincing yourself?
I was just gonna say, it sounds like you're really trying to convince yourself.
I can feel my toes. These are my feet. These are my feet. These are my knees. Okay, I'm gonna do some tapping.
Alrighty. For the rest of the journey, if someone wants to roll a d20 just to kind of see if anything of any importance or anything like that happens,
Go River! This is your journey.
Yes.
remember to unmute.
That would be a natural 20.
Ooh, okay.
We all win prizes!
20.
20, 20, 20!
What
I'm not gonna
price?
meet with them.
Okay. I'm going to need everyone to make a perception check.
Oh shit.
Sweet Jesus. Okay.
A perception check. Oh god.
15.
Mm,
Don't switch dice in the middle of your roll. That's bad news, Bears. Ooh.
17.
Oh, I got a
should've-
19.
I should have 100% switched dice in between. I have a, with a +5, I got a 10.
Okay. I'd say, who all rolled above a 15?
I got
I rolled
Oh,
a
it's 17.
15.
Okay.
I rolled a 19, which is super rare for me because I have no plus to this.
I'm daydreaming about
Okay.
tieflings.
When I'm
So
unmuted,
after
can you guys hear Thunder?
I rolled a 13.
Okay, that's fine. That works out well. So anybody that rolls above a 15, after you've kind of came back from like your like little small like lunch comfort break sort of thing where you pulled off to the side of the road and ate and had a little bit of a comfort break, you see Leaf just like nodding off in the side of the cart next to Torin, and there's like this black mark like just attached on the back of her neck.
Leaf's neck?
Yeah, wait.
Mm-hmm.
There's a what?
There's a black mark. on the
Like
back
a
of
black
Leaf's neck.
mark. Yeah.
What?
Like,
Leaf, there's something on the back of your neck. Can you feel
there?
anything?
Can I feel anything?
Yeah, you feel like there's like a really large raised bump on the back of your neck.
Ew, get
It
it
like
out,
kind
get it
of-
out.
Kind of moves a little bit as you touch it.
Yo!
Oh!
wait, it what?
It moves.
Oh no.
Okay, this is the second campaign where something is inside me. Not in a good way.
All this non-consensual.
true.
We do tell you to close your doors.
No. There was a gem inside me last time.
You have good medicine.
With
So I rolled a 20, and I'm looking. I'm having them stand in front of me, and I'm really taking a good look at. So with the 20, can I tell what shape this is? Am I familiar with what it is?
oh yeah, you can tell exactly what it is with the 20. It's a tick.
It's a tick.
Ew!
How big is it?
I'm not exactly well versed in how big ticks are, but like maybe like that
They're
sort
quite
of size.
small.
Okay.
They're quite
All
small.
right,
It's like a really large tick.
But I don't want to get lupus or whatever that
Listen, I
is.
Lyme
grew up
disease.
in places you got to get a little oil and you got to take the head off and then remove the body.
I thought you could also use a little heat.
Yep.
I think, yeah, you just used like
So I'm just gonna do a little on my
Mhm.
nails, right? On my nails, just the tip
On
of
your
my nails,
claws, yeah.
and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take its little body. Stay still, Leaf. I've got you on this one. And then I'm gonna twist counterclockwise and pull that sucker off and fling it.
Gross.
ew.
You're good now.
As it
I
kind
was
of comes
really-
out, you like after like it's been noted, you just see Leaf getting paler and paler at the thought of this thing, and then just an immediate sense of relief. You take 1 point of damage from the entire time that it's been stuck on you.
1 point of damage. Oh my gosh.
That's a powerful tick to do 1 point of damage.
At least you don't have like Lyme disease.
Hey,
now.
it did say
Yeah,
on my
true.
thing that it's 1d4 plus 1, so I'm just doing the plus 1.
Okay. Current 50.
Gross.
50 points.
I mean, I'm glad when I heard, a black mark, I thought that they were doomed. Like something horrible was happening. Something slithering under the skin.
Maybe we should try not to sleep in
Ominous.
wooded areas so much.
That would eventually take over your whole being. So a tick is cool.
Thank
Also-
you.
Also, can we get out of the fucking trees and fields for a minute?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
this coming from the person who's literally lived in trees and fields for the last 5 years. That also, ticks are gross.
Yeah, they are. They're not fun.
Not ticks, but ticks.
Right.
Not-
I was gonna say,
This
Yes.
ticks is awesome. That tick is disgusting.
Not so awesome.
It was there. I had to.
Actually, we check ourselves. Is this like a Stand By Me moment?
I mean, you can stop and do a once over on everyone for ticks, so it will take a little bit longer for River, I imagine.
I don't think a tick can permeate my skin, my scales.
No,
I don't.
think
Yeah, I don't think
I would
so.
say you're
I think
safe.
it'll be fine.
Right?
Everybody else
fine.
was fair game.
All
I'm
right,
just
all
gonna
right.
go back and start and like brush myself.
Mosquitoes can't bite me, dude.
All right, I'm 100% standing there, mostly naked for a minute. Are there anything?
I mean, I'm just kind of looking at you like your junk is also changing, and I'm like,
No, I said mostly naked.
oh, okay. Well, sorry.
Just in the middle of the king.
I imagine that your junk probably changes, and I'm just mystified.
Well, yes, it does, but it's a privilege to
I
get to
didn't
see
say it out loud.
Seriously, are there any ticks?
I see no
Actually.
ticks on you.
Because my hair is dyed, I have less of a chance because I'm pretty sure that like they don't. That's a deterrent. But you know, just gonna brush myself.
Anyway, put my tunic back on. Put my
I'll
change
get another
shirt
back
sweet
on.
comb for you.
Go.
You're gonna comb over your fur. Lord,
Ugh.
that was something.
You good, Leaf?
Yes, I'm good now that the tick has gone. I'm just relaxing, just taking some time to get back to some more energy.
Maybe go check on Apple and see how.
Oh yeah, how the wee plants going? Okay.
Yeah. Commune with your apple tree.
Which
That's
now
right.
that you kind of see it, Secret is like this small little box that has soil in it, and there's just like a little tiny green sprout coming up.
It's alive, my baby.
Aww.
You bring a tree with you everywhere you go?
Listen, apples are really important.
Exactly. We never know. We may have to like replant it somewhere where someone may not have any food. It's a good
Okay.
offering for someone.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
It gives them something to love and care for.
It's like
I
a
need some
Neopet.
responsibility in my life. And this is how the party has helped me to gain some control
It's a plant.
with a
There's
plant.
plant.
Yes.
I voted for the name Fiona since it's an apple tree.
But everyone was too young to get the joke.
Right.
So.
Got it?
Was
I got
is
it.
from Shrek.
Really,
No.
only people are too young.
There were a couple people too young to get the joke.
But apple works nice.
It's definitely not Fiona from Shrek, I can tell you that.
Yeah, it's not Fiona.
Things at a tree though. I didn't know if it was an apple tree or not.
No, we got it from an apple seed, didn't we?
We grew up from an apple
Yeah.
seed.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Yeah.
Yeah. From when
I
you
remember
decided to
that
have
such a
the
long
weird
time ago.
contest with the Queen's Guard.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I mean, look at all the trauma we've like endured.
There
since
has been a lot since then.
then. I mean,
We're traveling at this point, by
Talking
the
about
way.
that, like,
Definitely.
Yeah, we're in the cart traveling
Yeah.
again.
you kill and destroy, and then you don't take a few moments to like decompress from that shit. You know, builds up.
Yeah.
Meditation is like the best way I have found to combat that. Paladin, bring in a little something.
So I'm gonna put the box back like in a safe spot, but also like give it a little bit of water, just so then it's not gonna die.
Did you cut a little hole in the
Yeah.
canvas for a little light beam on that baby?
Uh huh.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, on the road again.
Gotta get out on the road again.
All right. So you've got like one more night on the road. So you can kind of find a nice little spot to camp out again for the evening. If you want to try and avoid trees, we can certainly try and do that.
or tall grass. We want to avoid tick
heavy areas.
heavy areas.
All right. Roll a survival check or investigation check.
What about Mitchie's?
I have good survival.
Even I am not cruel enough to put that in my game.
Okay, that's good.
No one wants midges, trust me.
You get a homebrew some monstrous insect.
Yeah, 10.
That's a 6.
All right.
Investigation.
God, my nose itches.
I mean, you're just too busy trying to find somewhere that doesn't have tall grass or trees to avoid ticks. What did everybody else roll? Sorry.
I rolled an 11.
Oh,
11.
I think.
Survival. 18.
I rolled a 15 survival.
Okay.
Perception. Yeah, 0.
15 as well.
I got 18.
Okay, so I would say definitely with an 18, you kind of find a slightly rocky area as you're a little bit closer to where the kind of cliffs and the bluffs are. You're not, like, you can see where they are, but you're not all the way over to them. They're still quite a far way away. But the area that you're in, it seems to be mostly rocky with just a few couple patches of grass that's kind of turning a bit brown. So you can kind of camp out on the rocks if that's the easiest place for you, or you can try and continue on for a little bit.
Hey, you guys, does this rocky area seem tick-proof enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure that the fire, stay close to the fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I guess we'll make camp here then. So we like pull over and start assembling our setup.
Yep.
And then, do we have some extra wood in the car?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Alright.
with yes.
I'm gonna grab some of the rocks and put them in a circle, throw the wood down in there, and get the fire going.
Cool.
Nice.
All right. So you are able to do that, get the fire going. Tick heads off and finds food and water and all of that, and has the regular.
Sends a quick
evening supper.
message that says, "Today was so uneventful. The most excitement was a tick, and I don't mean me. God, travel is boring."
You
I'm-
get me.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
You get a message back. It just says, yeah, travel over that area is very quiet. It's when you get to Arkmerry that the fun will begin, as it were. At least you're staying safe just now. And that's it.
I smile and trot back with a couple of rabbits and some berries and whatever, and we cook dinner.
Rabbits. The poor rabbits.
I got berries too.
Okay.
I mean, the rabbits are tasty. I'm sorry.
Alrighty. River, you were going to say something.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for my family to stop yelling at each other down the hall. Yeah, I am gonna go sit next to Torin and say, "Do you think maybe meditation might help me at all?"
Well, yeah. Meditation's good for everybody. I mean, whether you have issues or not, it's helpful.
Do you think you could show me how to do that?
Well, sure I can. You know, and it doesn't have to be something like dramatic. You don't have to have some big setup or cross your legs or, you know, sit there and crisscross applesauce kind of thing. It can be really simple. How do you do with breathing? Is that a thing that bothers
I
you?
do it every day.
Counting your breath is kind of good. You can just close your eyes for a moment. Take a nice inhale to the count of 4. Hold it for 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale for 4, 2, 3. And then again. In 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 2, 3.
So I just do that for a while.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me, or a d2, whatever, to see if you fall asleep while you're doing this.
19.
Okay. I would say that you stay awake during all of this. Very, very, very awake. And very aware of everything. So you're not quite sure how helpful and useful it is. But you tried it.
I mean, even if it doesn't seem to take you away from where you are, which it's not really designed to do, you're at least relaxing your body some just by controlling your breath.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sometimes breathing can be triggering for people. And also a good thing to do is to close your eyes and envision a place that makes you very happy. Some place where you feel safe. It can be a place you've been before, or you can just craft it in your mind.
Good to know. Thank you.
You're
It
welcome.
helped. I feel a little better.
Good. Feel free to meditate with me anytime.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything before bunking down for the evening?
I feel like if I sharpen my sword anymore, I'm gonna break it.
You're just bored as hell sitting on the side of this
Yep.
road.
That's
It's been a lot of
That's
travel
really-
over the past like 2.5 weeks for you all. Like it's been like 2 full weeks worth of travel over the course of like 16, 17 days. It's been a lot.
I'm going to say that as I'm sitting there and after I've tried to meditate with River, I kind of touch the scar on my face, rocking back a little bit. And then I just kind of reach around and kind of rub my back to where my tail used to be. And then I kind of just give myself a little small hug.
Cuddle.
And Ra can start to meditate again.
He's vibing.
he's vibrant.
Yep.
I am sitting on the ground, like leaning up against the cart, just like tossing a dagger in the air and catching it, and just watching everybody and being kind of bored out of my mind because we have been traveling a lot.
Hey, do you want to see who can? I have a throwing axe. Do you want to see who can hit the target better? I'm so fucking bored, dude.
Sure, let's do it.
Right, what do we set up for target? What do we got? I find like a loose piece of wood or something and like
Yeah.
lean it up against a rock like 30 feet away.
Okay, yeah, I'd say that you kind of found like an old wheel of sorts, and like can put like some like an old broken cart. So you found like an old wheel that's not too broken and like some slats. You've kind of propped it behind it, and so you've got like a weird target looking thing.
Nice.
And
Put a
I've, like,
dartboard.
and I've propped it up on some rocks.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna pull out my hand axe. I'm gonna take
Okay.
it.
Roll a d20. Well, an attack roll with a hand axe.
I still have a hand axe, right?
Nope, you
Yes,
have a
I do.
hand axe. Otherwise, you're using daggers.
Cool. I do have a hand axe still. I just want to make sure I hadn't, because I've been thinking about selling them just to get them out of my inventory.
There's a place here where you can actually go and throw axes.
Yeah, there's
Sure.
a place like that
Same
here.
here.
as well.
Yeah.
Um,
They're a lot of
I guess,
fun.
like before the pandemic, I organized like an ERP meetup. Most people couldn't come, but one girl did. So me and her just went and we threw axes together. It was great.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was
And
sadly
we
nice
called
couldn't come.
our group axholes.
Apples.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
They were like, come up with a name for your team, and I was just like to her, and then the rest of the strangers that we got put with, I was like, we're gonna be called axholes. Cool, bye bye. So you don't have a say in the matter. This is the group name.
Yeah.
Right, so I rolled my attack roll with a hand axe was 21.
Woo!
Okay, yeah, you hit it in the bullseye.
Yeah.
All right, I take one of my daggers and I chuck it and try to get it to land because like the hand axe is in the board. I try to get it to land like right next to it
Okay,
in the board.
right. I'll say that for it to be so precise, it will have a pretty high DC.
Yep.
Which I think is fair.
I think that's fair.
So you rolled a 21, and so you have to roll a 21 or higher.
I rolled 17 plus 23.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
I just forgot how to math for a minute there. I was like putting numbers together.
Yeah,
Numbers.
putting numbers together doesn't work. Ever. It never works. Yeah, you throw it and it spins and kind of has like a slight bend it like Beckham curve to it, and it just like slides right in, slotted right in next beside the hand axe.
Not gonna lie, that was an excellent shot.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well
I mean,
done.
do you want to try again and see if you can get it to go the other side?
Oh,
Like
like
your other daggers?
throw another dagger and see if I can. Yeah, let's do it. Why not?
Oh! There was a
Sorry,
lot.
I'll say with this one, again, 21 or higher.
No, it's a 16.
Yeah, you throw it and it hits the edge of it this time.
All right, I have a second hand axe, so I'm gonna see if I can
Hit it there.
hit it.
Okay, go for it. If you
See
can
what
get
I
it the
can
other
do.
side. 21 or higher.
Oh no,
Oh.
11.
Oh, okay.
Oh, duck! Sorry.
Yeah, it's like that thing in bowling where
You almost killed me.
Yeah, it's like that thing in bowling where you always see the like throw the ball, but the ball goes behind them. The hand axe does that.
Shit. Sorry.
Like
It
the
just
wind
feels-
up to go backwards, you
It
release.
slips out. Oh,
I mean, it happens.
I've done that with a bowling ball.
I'm not.
I have not done that.
I saw someone do it with an axe at axe throwing, so that was fun.
That's scary.
No, it just it slid down. It didn't fly.
Oh,
Oh.
still scary. Still
That's
scary.
still scary.
I saw a video where a guy threw it and it bounced back.
Same.
I almost got good enough where I could do the underhand, overhand, and throw two at a time. I never got them to quite stick, but I was so close.
Nice. You were still doing some fancy flares. That's what matters.
Okay, so we've established that you're a good shot with your daggers, which not surprising. I just walk over and pull my axe. They're back in my.
Yeah, I walk over and grab my two daggers and sheath them and go back to sitting next to the cart being bored after that minor entertainment.
Ah,
I go back to working on my suit of armor.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose I could make a healing potion. We don't need them. We've got like 1,000.
Listen,
I have my pre-prepped herbalism kits though, so it'll only take me like an hour to make it.
I look around trying to see if I can find Mika. Where's Mika?
Yeah. Where is Mika?
Mika's just gone off for a wander, for a walk. Olivia's kind of flapping around somewhere as well. Comes back to me every once in a while.
Okay. Important question. Did you tell anyone you were going off on a walk?
Nope.
Oh,
Okay, there you
gosh.
go. So all you guys know is that Mika's gone.
Okay, I'm gonna go and try and see if I can see any footprints or anything near that.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Okay.
What's going on?
That would be a
Mika's
Have you-
gone.
13.
Why did we lose
I mean,
Mika?
there's- in the vegetation and everything round about here, you don't see any footprints. There's not a lot of dust or anything like that around. There is like little bits of dirt, but the dirt is quite dry and caked. You don't really see anything.
Okay.
Any luck, Leaf?
No, I've not seen any tracks or anything. The ground's too hard for it, so there's no way I can see which direction she's gone in. I mean,
Well,
Hmm.
I can locate
I
objects.
can send a message.
yeah, that's true. Why
Oh,
don't we
there you
do
go. Send message. Where the fuck are you, Mika?
By the way, just as a heads up, Mika, it doesn't actually work. I think I still have that. I don't have that ability anymore.
Yeah,
I
she's
just
walked it.
I do the whole shebang. Mika, you can hear me. You should answer.
So I can't hear that.
Insight check. Can I insight check River?
Go for it.
Oh, I can do an opposed roll, correct?
Yep, you get to roll a deception check.
Oh, fucking balls.
Rollies!
15.
11.
Oh yeah. River's bullshitting.
I like roll my eyes at River, and then I cast message to Mika and just say, "Hey Mika, you all right? Where'd you go?"
Wait,
So I can hear that one,
Yes, you can hear that one.
and I can reply to that one.
Yes.
Just gone for a wander. See you in 5 minutes.
She'll be back in 5 minutes.
Oh, you must have better reception than me.
What
That's
was
that's
that?
definitely it.
Wonder why
I
didn't
just
do-
kind of narrow my eyes at River. But I don't say anything. I just kind of shake my head a little bit and go back to my thing.
Listen, I gave it up for Fireball, all right?
Ooh.
I mean Fireball.
Yeah,
I
that's
would give it
fair.
up for Fireball too.
Firebolt.
Firebolt's still okay, yep.
Firebolt's a good one.
How are the horses doing? I'm just kind of checking them over, making sure their hooves are okay. And, are they doing all right?
Yeah, they seem fine. Bit tired after the journey so far. They're ready for their rest and for food and such.
They're probably bored shitless too.
Listen, I'm gonna go to bed because once we sleep, it makes it day. So I'm gonna sleep.
I mean, that is
Flawless
generally how it
logic.
works.
Well, I've done that where you're like,
Like,
I'm just going to
This day is
bed.
shit. If I go to bed and wake up a whole other day.
Okay, it's
Yep.
a whole other day.
Good night.
I'll take first watch this time.
All right, so
I'll take second.
I'll take third.
I'll
Okay.
take last.
Okay, so you're on third watch then with River.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
before we get to rests or watches or anything like that, Mika, whereabouts did you go? Was it literally just a wander, just looking at what's about? Did you appear after 5 minutes?
Yeah, no, I just got bored and started just feet moving. Let's go.
Okay. Leaf, what were you doing during all that?
I think I was just pottering about, to be honest.
Okay.
After I couldn't find any tracks, I just was kind of like, I don't know what's going on.
There. All right. First watch then. Roll a perception check, please.
Natural 20 plus
Woo!
5. 25.
Wow.
You guys really are rolling well tonight. You, as the night goes on, you see some clouds coming in from over where the cliffs are, and they're extremely low to the point where you almost feel as though you're in Marine Lair, but you know it's definitely not Marine Lair because Torin's asleep. You can physically see the clouds moving in front of your eyes.
This is some dense ass fog. That's creepy.
Yeah, it is. I can attest to that.
Having lived in a coastal town, I know the kind of fog you're talking about.
Yep.
It's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, we drove in it. It was not fun.
Oh, driving in it is the worst.
So bad.
But also, I'm pretty sure sitting in the dark next to a dying campfire, it's not great either.
No, I imagine that feels a lot worse. But apart from that, there's nothing else to really take your attention that evening.
Who was Secret was taking second watch? Was that?
Yes.
Yep. I will wake them up and go, yeah, it's weird, super fucking foggy.
I like open my eyes, look around, and I'm like, you're not kidding, this is creepy as shit.
Creepy as hell. I've been keeping my ears open, I haven't heard anything, it's been pretty uneventful, just this.
Alright, well, have a good rest. I'll keep my ears open since I can't see
Because you
anything.
can't see shit. Look. Ugh.
Alright. Dirty 20.
Christ almighty, you guys need to stop with the rolls. I mean, I'm trying to think of some stuff that can happen when you guys are
The best
rolling.
part is we're gonna have all
Say
these good
hi.
rolls now. If we get in a battle, we're probably gonna have to roll like shit.
I didn't-
We're
did not
wasting
wanna
all of
say
our
that.
luck.
But yeah, probably been.
All right.
Yeah. Not gonna
So
roll a natural 20 for days.
it's kind of getting for like maybe like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning or so. Towards the end of your watch, I'd say. You kind of hear a rustling from behind one of the tents.
Mm-mm.
At least it's not a chittering.
That's true.
I am going to get up. I'm going to, because it's getting to be the end of my watch, you said, right?
Yeah, it's getting towards the end of your watch, I'd say.
I'm going to like tap River with like my foot to try and wake her up.
Mm-hmm.
And say, it's your watch, but there's a noise behind one of the tents. I'm gonna go check it out.
Oh, okay. I will just holler and I will alert everyone if there's a need.
So I wander over to where I heard the noise and I take a look and see what it is.
Okay. Roll
Okay.
an investigation check. We'll call it investigation. I imagine that you'll see to imagine you have dark vision.
Yeah. 7.
Oh,
Okay, good thing you have dark vision.
I also wake up Leaf because Leaf was supposed to take this watch as well.
With it being so dark as well, and with that 7, you see there's like just let's say 4 shapes. They all look kind of humanoid. And they kind of just seem to be like lifting up the back of one of the tents.
Oh, that wakes me up.
And you should send a message.
I just go, excuse me, what the hell do you think you're doing?
You just see them staring back at you, like the faces of like 4 young teenage boys. They all look kind of like farm boys that have like snuck out for the night.
I said, what the hell do you think you're doing?
And
Three
I'm
of
up
them.
going, what the fuck is happening?
And at that, 3 of them just scamper away and just run and leave like the youngest one behind that was trying to go underneath the tent.
Gosh.
We were just they dared. Oh,
You know what? You're okay. You're okay. Just go on home. Go on home.
it literally like just sprints away after like seeing just the sheer size of Torin. Just sprints away.
Was that what? Huh?
Go back to sleep.
Oh, okay.
We're good.
All right, well, it's your guys' watch. I guess they're roving teenagers to keep an eye out for.
Youths.
Youths. Oh,
Damn
misspent
teenagers.
All right. We'll just keep doing like a sweep, I guess, instead of just staying stationary.
Okay. Roll one of you roll. You can either roll with advantage or each of you roll a perception.
My perception is +4.
Mine is +6.
Okay, you go first with advantage. Is it like 25 or something?
15. I rolled a 6 and a 5.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
The DM requested us not roll as well. We oblige.
I mean, that's true.
No.
I mean, the clouds are still there. You keeping an eye out for more teenagers. You don't see any more appearing. And as it gets lighter, the clouds kind of start to burn away a little bit, so you're able to see a little bit further.
I don't know what's worse, the spider mamas or the youths.
Or teenage
I mean, I think the youths edge out the spiders. At least they're just going on instinct.
The spider mamas.
As you all kind of wake up, Mika, you just bolt awake, and just look around. After having horrifying flashes of like black outlines with like a weird fog in front of you, and you kind of have to take a minute to like reorient yourself to just kind of remember where you are.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Let's pack up and go.
Should we just
We're almost there. God, Jesus.
Let's go.
let one go?
You know, I don't really want to try to be lurking around this town for 7 days before anything happens, but God, it'll be nice to be in one place with things.
All right.
All right, so break down camp, load up, and hit the road.
Perfect.
Let's get it.
So,
Let's
anyone else want to roll a d20 then?
Nummy.
I will.
Nope.
Wait, why are we rolling a d20?
See what happens.
Just to kind of see if anything
What happens
happens.
for the day?
Oh,
15.
A 16?
15.
15.
Please don't be
I
a dragon. Please don't be a dragon.
Okay.
Why would you
It's
even
not,
put
it's
it
a
out in
wyvern.
the universe?
I
Okay,
rolled
so-
14.
So it's just one person, so it's fine. 15. Perfect. So the roads kind of merge a little bit in terms of the trade route and the King's Road. The closer you get towards Arkmerry, and as the roads merge, you see that there's more people moving towards Arkmerry than you've seen anywhere on the King's Road themselves. You see a caravan, it's just kind of off to the side of the road, all done up in like mysterious purples and reds with just a singular horse pulling it at the front, and sitting on the back of the cart, just kind of on the caravan, where there's a little door. There's just an older kind of looking woman with her hair all done up in twists and and such piled on top of her head, and she's just sitting with her feet dangling off the edge. And on the side of the cart, you see written is Madame Marine, fortune teller.
Oh. I poke my head through the front and I tap Torin. Can we stop?
What?
Can we stop?
Oh, you don't. You do.
Can
Okay.
we stop?
All right. Whoa, pull back on the reins a little bit.
I mean, are you?
Well, go to it. She's moving along. Go catch her.
No, I thought you were stopped on the side of the road.
I stopped, but she
stopped. I thought
Oh,
she was stopped.
very
too.
good. Sorry, apologize. Okay, here we are.
Anybody else want to come with me?
Yeah.
All right. I hop out the back, and I'm still, as we're heading close to town. I am the big blue tiefling Max
Okay,
with the
perfect.
big horns and big muscly guy.
All right. So you make your way over towards where Madame Marine is, and kind of jump off your cart and step up to where she is. And we'll take a little break there. Mostly just because it's been a while since I've read this little thing.
All right, let's go. We're on the road.
We just stopped because Tix
yeah.
and
Oh yeah. Okay.
and
we-
River, I think,
Oh,
are
that's
going
right,
to a
that's right.
fortune teller.
All right, let's go.
All right, get out there. I know you want to do it.
Yeah, so Madame Marine's sitting there. She's like got like a little cup of tea, and there's a little like the little sandwich board that she's just kind of stuck on the outside, and then there's like real like fancy flourishy writing that's all like completely in cursive and like calligraphy style. It says one free telling. It looks as though she's kind of like just written it because there's some little tiny like paint drips going down. But it still looked a bit wet. And she's just sitting there with her cup of tea, and she's got like a long robe on that's red with some white, off-white stitching and embroidery on it. It looks as though it's like stars and moons.
Hmm.
You
Nice.
go first. You go first.
Okay. Can we take advantage of the one free telling?
Of course, my dear. How many of you are here today?
Well,
Kind of
I
looks
mean,
around and fills up like an old pair of glasses that look so they're quite thick.
the two of us, I don't know if any of our other friends are going to be
Partaking.
partaking, but definitely the two of us.
Of course, let me see you. And she kind of like pops down. There's only maybe like a foot off the ground or something like that, but she like holds on to the bottom of the caravan the entire time. She like, it's not necessarily a jump, she just like slides and eases off. Because she does look so she's getting on in her years. And she kind of grabs your hand of Tix, and then with one hand and grabs the side of your head with the other and closes her eyes. And after about 30 seconds or so, says, I see a child in your future.
Sure, we just had a kid.
We had a kid, we gave it to the queen, though.
Okay. Alright, next one then.
I don't know if I'm prepared for that.
How far in the future exactly?
How far? Yeah. A distant future?
The portents do not tell how far in the future it will be or the circumstances to which this child will come into your life. But there is certainly a child in the future for you.
Cool. I mean, I'm down.
River just is like,
That's not what I was expecting. Your turn, River.
Hey, I'm standing there within earshot, scritching the horses, and I say, well, you know, there are many tiefling babies out there that you don't.
I mean, you're not wrong. I also kind of surreptitiously adjust my clothing and check and make sure all of my little pouches are still attached to my belt.
Okay. We'll call it an investigation check to make sure that everything's there.
Investigation's not my strong suit. That's not too bad. 18.
Yep, everything that was there before she kind of jumped down and you approached is all still on your person.
Excellent.
all right, I'm ready.
Okay, she takes your hand and does the exact same with the other hand on your face, and she takes maybe about a good 60 seconds with this one. I see some trouble in the near future.
That tracks.
What kind of trouble exactly? Like danger or?
There's some red behind in the portents, which would suggest danger, but then the red disappears. So it would seem that the danger will pass you with you unscathed.
What about my friends?
This is a telling for only you.
I just flip her a gold. All right, let's go.
She grabs it. Thank you. And I wish you safe travels on your road ahead. And the two of you have inspiration.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What?
We'll call it a D10 inspiration. that you can use.
Sweet. Sweet.
I still have mine from like a few sessions ago, and I just have it still on my character sheet. I have not used
Yeah,
it.
yours is a DM inspiration because you had a really good pun, so I gave you inspiration for it.
Right, well,
All right, I just
So,
get
you
back in
can
the
use that
cart
whatever.
and start working on my armor. Let's go.
Okay. So you can
Anybody else? I mean, she seems kind of legit. Anybody else want to?
how much? How much is she?
It's free.
Oh, it's free. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna go do it.
Okay.
I
So
mean,
she
that's what the castle is, so-
I'll
grabs
go.
your
I'll go
hand
with.
as well.
She did both of us for free. I mean, go ahead. I'm just.
She grabs your hand in the side of your face, and spends like a good 30-60 seconds with her eyes closed as well.
Mm-hmm.
I see an old friend by the looks of things,
Mm.
but they're distant. They're not here.
Hmm. Interesting. Anything else?
Nothing else is coming at the moment.
Cool. Cool.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll go up.
Okay. She does the same whole rigmarole again, because I'm not explaining it 6 times. And she barely touches your face when she says, "I see a crown, but it's moving."
Ooh.
Anything else?
Trust the elves to say that name. Anything else?
This is the main image that comes through the portents.
Interesting. And I'll walk away.
Okay.
I'm gonna head over.
Okay.
And I'm gonna ask a question, actually.
Mm.
Okay.
Will I find what I'm looking for?
I really wanted to magic 8 ball here and be at all signs point to yes.
Still
haven't found what I'm
looking
But she says the item that you are in search of will be made known. Doesn't say when, but the item you seek will be found by you.
That's good to know. Good encouragement, anyway, whether that's true or not. Thank
Alright.
you, and I'll give her a gold.
Are we making it 6 for 6 or?
I'm very happy living in now. I don't need to see what might happen or not.
Okay then. So anyone who had a fortune told, you all have inspiration.
The D10.
Do I get doubled inspiration?
Yeah, so the DM inspiration is like a reroll that you have.
Okay.
This one would be you can add a D10.
Roger.
If you want to make a note of that or something somewhere.
Cool. Nice.
You know,
But yeah. quite lucky you guys rolled that when you did because of the event that's happening, clearly. Let's make it the dice gods wanted it to happen. Because they are totally real.
All right, let's go.
All right,
Okay.
then head back up. Take the reins. All aboard.
Thank you. And I wave and get back in the cart.
Cool.
Okay. So you continue on your journey. Anything you guys want to do for the rest of your journey in the cart until you kind of reach a city, or?
No, at this point, I am like silent and just like ready to go.
I'm sitting silently, deep in thought, pondering what the fuck that fortune meant.
It's like, I'm like, you know, when you go to a game and you're like hyping yourself up in your head and you're just like quiet. And that's all I'm doing.
Except your game's in 7 days.
Well, still,
A lot of hype time.
Yeah.
Arkmerry in general is just a giant.
True.
Yeah.
True. All
And
right.
I'm just sitting there going, child?
I know that's literally what the thing said, so I was like, okay. All right. So you guys have a choice here.
Mm-hmm.
You can either stay in the city, or you can set up camp outside. It is the decision of the group as to what you do.
Okay. I know, River, I know you're feeling a lot of feelings about going into the city, and I get that. And
No, we should be in the city. You don't.
yeah,
have to
I
be-
will. Yeah, I will go with whatever you want, but I would also really enjoy a bed.
Yeah, same.
I mostly.
Right?
We'll just say maybe close to the.
I mean,
On the
I'll
other side
follow,
of the river. If we stay on the other side of the river,
I'll follow your lead. Like I've never been here. I will go where you tell us to go.
I usually recommend staying at like the Cat and Mouse Inn. It's low key.
Nice.
I like the name. It seems somehow appropriate.
River, I don't know how you feel about the location.
which one was that?
Cat and Mouse Inn. Hold on.
I'm bringing it up too.
Hold on.
It's the wrong side of the river from where you wanted river.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, is it? No, that's somewhere else. No, it's the right side of the river.
It's 2.
2, right?
Yeah, it's the right side of the river.
Fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's where I think I stayed when I first was there. That's fine.
So you all feel that it's safer to go stay in the city than it is.
It's easier to blend in among the masses than it is
Yeah.
sitting outside the city.
I agree.
I know what areas mostly to avoid. You wanna avoid upper ends.
Avoid any hotels in general. They're either skeevy or run by people we don't want to associate with.
You want to stay away from the compound. I personally don't want to go anywhere near the market.
Okay. Well, it sounds like you are all well versed in the area we're headed for, and I trust your intuition about it.
Yep.
And then I make sure everyone knows what the symbol looks like.
Mhm.
And it's not going to be out in the open. It's going to be inside of cloaks. It's going to be tattooed inside of arms.
Do you want me to take like a quick sketch that I can give everyone a copy of the symbol, just
Well,
so they can have it on them?
We took some
That'd
of
be
the.
great.
I have some
Yeah.
of
Oh,
the
you got
patches. I took them off when we found the
That's right.
the
If
foot
it's
guard.
tattooed on the inside of the arm, it usually means they're higher ranked.
Mm-hmm.
It means they've been there longer. Cloaks and things usually mean they're someone like me or lower on the lower totem pole.
So if at any point we decide we need to have that symbol stitched somewhere,
We just need to be aware of it at all times.
Okay.
And yeah, even if they look vulnerable, they're probably not. It's usually a trick.
Okay.
Okay, so cat and mouse in.
That mouse
Yep.
in it is.
Let me just grab my list of names because I forgot to pull that out here.
Mhm.
Wherever it is I put it. It was here. There we go.
He's got the long game waiting for.
Perfect. So you head off to the Cat and Mouse Inn, where it has on the outside, it's got like a little swinging rundown wooden sign that's just kind of going, swinging slightly in the breeze. It does look very rundown. There's some colour on it, but not much. And it does have like a little cat with a mouse kind of, the tail stuck in its paw. And inside of it, you see that there is a human male kind of behind the bar itself. It does look a bit run down, but it does look cozy, like on each of the like window seats and on all the chairs around the table and such. There's like little cushions on each of them. Some of them are circular and some of them look as though they've been like handmade and like hand embroidered and stuff. Not necessarily all to the best quality, but it brings a nice little cozy warmth. And there's a little fireplace off on the side, but it doesn't seem to be lit with it being the middle of summer. There is, along the kind of back wall, there's a set of stairs leading up to where you imagine that the rooms would be.
I have my cloak up and I am ridiculously alert.
Okay.
I scan everyone in the rooms or in the area.
Okay. So, it doesn't seem as though there's anybody inside of this apart from the human behind the bar.
Okay. And I just
Looking at the human, it does appear as though he is an older gentleman. He has almost like a Friar Tuck haircut, but it's more so just the fact that he's balding right in the middle on top, and he hasn't like changed his hairstyle in any kind of way to either hide it or to like shave the rest of it off, sort of thing. And he is wearing kind of like an off-white shirt, and he's got like a little tie, and he's got like a little leather apron that's tied around his waist, sort of thing. He looks well put together, but he himself, like the inside, looks a bit run down.
I'll walk up to him and say, "Giddy, hello." I just realized I don't know what time of day it is. Hello, how are you doing?
Hello, weary travelers. Can I get you some rooms, some drinks, some food?
I think we'll need all of those things.
things.
Also, I'm wondering if you know where the local smithy is.
Yeah, there's plenty of smithies round about here. In terms of rooms, we've got 4 upstairs, so it's entirely up to you for if you want all 4, if you want 3.
I imagine I look at the group and say 3 will be okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll double up.
Alright.
Yeah.
That'll be 2 silver per room per night.
Okay.
How long are you planning on being in town?
I think just a night. Yeah.
No,
How long?
we're here for 7 days.
Oh, this is the 7-day stuff. I'm terribly sorry. Yes, we are looking for a kind of an extended stay. I suppose 7 days. Then.
Okay. So we'll do 7 days up front. So
Any discount with that for a longer stay?
I mean, it means that you'll get breakfast and dinner instead of breakfast or dinner.
All right, fair enough.
Fair enough.
Nice.
So 6 times 7. 42 silver. How many is that in gold?
That's 4 gold, 2 silver.
There you go.
I give you 2 gold to give him.
Okay.
Okay.
So you pay up, divvy out the rooms and such. So you can kind of drop your stuff off upstairs when you want to. In terms of blacksmiths, we do have quite a few. We have Forge Away.
Forge away.
There's also Georgie's Forge and
Straight Georgie's Forge.
and
Georgie Forgy.
and Strike While the Iron's Hot.
Oh, this is a city of puns.
Yes, I love it. All the dad jokes are gonna be in
This
here.
is my kind of joint.
There's lots of them, trust me. I was having fun last night, as Erin and Mick can probably tell you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Fabulous. Thank you very much.
You can find. Let's see. They're kind of scattered throughout the city, but the closest one to here would probably be Georgie's Forge. It's just kind of down by the river.
Perfect.
Perfect. Thank you.
So just follow the street round, this main street, and you'll find it just at the end.
What time of day is it, DM?
I'd say it's probably late afternoon, early evening, so anywhere's kind of starting to like close up shop for the day.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
I think I'll go for an early meal and some ale. If you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna go have a seat over there, point to an area that's kind of empty, devoid of people, looks kind of quiet.
Okay. So there's nobody else in here, so you've kind of got your pick of like all the tables. But they do have like a large kind of booth style, like kind of tucked in the back, where it's like they have like the kind of breakfast nooks that you see where it's a window seat that's like built into the wall, and then there's a table and it's got like a bench in front. It's like that, and it's got like big massive cushions right the way around it all.
Perfect.
Perfect. I'm gonna sit somewhere where my back is to the wall, far wall, and I have a straight shot view of the door.
Perfect. So you head over. Everybody can get a round of drinks if you want to, and eventually dinner is brought over, which is like a roast chicken that's clearly been made earlier on in the day. So it's like a rotisserie style chicken that's been made, and you've bought it at like lunchtime, so it's cooled down by the time it's later on, with some like nice crusty bread and then like a leafy green salad.
Oh, this is perfect. This is just what I wanted. Thank you so much.
Anything else, just come over and let me know. My name's Alex, so you can just shout me over.
Yeah, Alex, question, because this is really delicious. What do you have available for dessert? Any sweets?
We have a nice apple pie with ice cream.
Yep. We're gonna want a pie, a whole pie.
Because we all know pie is better than cake.
Right, boys?
I was waiting on that.
Whole pie, warm, please.
Of course.
I could, but I just, to keep things a little easier, a little cleaner. And I apparently am famished, so I'm just gonna start mowing down on my meal.
Yeah, me too.
Simple about it.
Which, when you're looking at it, like in terms of it's not like plates that he's brought over that's got the chicken on it and everything. It's like a big massive platter with like 3 cut rotisserie style chickens on it. So there's like a lot of foods like for everybody.
And I'm just gonna take a chicken and bust it in half, and then kind of quarter that again and start gnawing on that. I'm just gonna eat the bones with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam, have I not been feeding you well enough on the road?
I don't know what's I'm starved. This looks so good, and I feel very comfortable here so far.
Yeah, me too.
It's hard to really get down and enjoy a meal when you're feeling anxious.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So,
also, this chicken is delicious.
it's delightful. And look at this with a salad. I guess it would just. Do we have any fork? I wonder.
looking, you do see there's like a little cup that's got like forks and knives in it, and there's
Oh,
like napkins that are beside
Can you
it,
cross that over?
and there's like 3 big pitchers of ale that are on the table as well for you all.
I'm just gonna take a picture and drink out of it straight, and then hand it over. Hand it over to Leaf there. There you go, drink up.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Nom, nom, nom. Nom. That was good.
Right? Pretty tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a bad ale.
Okay. Anything anybody wants to achieve with the evening, or are you happy to kind of skip ahead to the next day?
I would like my pie now.
Okay. The pie is over, and it's like a full blown like apple pie. It's got like a nice lattice kind of crisscross on the top.
Oh, I do love a nice lattice. That's beautiful. Look at that. That takes
pastry-
care.
The pastry in the middle's kind of been cut into like some nice leaves. And it's like a proper like homemade vanilla bean ice cream, so it's got like the little tiny black flakes in it.
Vanilla bean is my ultimate favorite.
Is there anything else to have with apple pie apart from like a vanilla bean ice cream?
No, not at all. That is all there is. And if you're gonna do vanilla, it's gotta be vanilla bean. It's the best. It's the best. Thank you so much. You get a plate from.
Yeah, he's got like these you know how like kind of shallow, like large pasta bowl kind of things you see that you can
Oh,
like,
I love them. They're
really like
plates.
they're like that sort of thickness.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, it's all it brings over like a big stack of them.
Oh, they're plates. They're plates and bowls all in one, and they keep the ice cream from running off. This is beautiful, and you can also drink out of it if you need to. Perfect.
You are very excited about this food.
I'm really into this pie right now.
It's a very nice pie.
I mean, you took care of the crust. Perfect. It's hard to get a good piece of crust.
What kind of apples did they use? Do you know for this pie? It's so good.
Is this a mixture of Granny's and like a Fuji, or?
Gotta be
I would say it's like a mix of like Braemar and
nice.
Granny Smith.
Nice.
Okay, all right. A little firmer, not too mushy. I'm into it. It's delicious.
Yeah, me too. I wonder if our apple tree will grow to be as good as this apple pie
One day.
one day.
One day, I bet. Yeah.
I am going to sit while they're all doing this, and I'm going to start sketching out a map of what I remember of the compound. And making sure that's able to go around to everyone.
Okay. Do you show it to everyone while you're sitting there, or?
Huh?
Do you show it to everyone while
No.
the apple
No.
Okay. You've just
I'm
got it ready.
in my book. No one's like, and I am also every once in a while checking to see if anyone's watching me.
Okay.
Well,
I'll make it easy. There's no one that comes in. It looks as though this pub does not get, or this tavern does not get many visitors, and that's partly why you went there before, because it gave a sense of anonymity, or however you pronounce that, because my brain's no longer
Anonymity.
And I don't touch any of them.
enemy.
Okay.
You don't eat anything?
You might want to eat, River.
I'm good. I'll take something later.
Okay.
River, why are you fasting?
I'm just not hungry right now. I'll take something before I go to bed. I'll take it with me.
You're gonna take it with you. Also, you also froze. Oh, there we go. And nope, so froze. And there. And now back. Okay, wait. All right. So we're bunking together. Great. That's right.
Oh,
We lost River.
Oh no.
the river's just too deep in the sketches.
Are you good? Am I there?
No,
Sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of.
No. Can you still hear me?
There you
Yeah.
go. There
Yeah,
you are.
there you are.
There you are. You're moving now. You're not like robotic.
Like everything looks fine for me. I don't know what's going on.
I know. I
The
hate that.
flux in the matrix.
So,
Yes.
so we're gonna bunk together tonight, and I'll visit with you while you eat your meal.
Okay.
All right, so
fine.
who's
So
all
what is
bunking
our-
together?
What's our? We have a week. What's
We shouldn't talk about it here. We should go into
where?
a room.
There's literally no one. Where else we
In a room.
Come on up to our room, and we can set up some something. I don't know. I wish we had a cone of silence.
The room will be fine. I just don't want to talk about it out in the open.
Well, I mean, we're here to perform. We probably need some supplies and things. Speaking very non-specifically about anything we would be here to do that's outside of performing at the festival.
We might want to think of, make sure we all have our names sorted.
Mm-hmm. Max. This face is Max.
I'm gonna go with Poppy.
Poppy like the flower, is that what I heard?
Yep, Poppy.
I wonder why.
I'm gonna go with oh no, wait, I haven't decided yet.
Just call me B.
B. Hello, bees.
No, bees.
Please come over here so I can say hello.
I'm gonna be named Branch.
No joke. That's literally what was in my head. Also, that's like my last name. It's fine.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, is it River Branch?
Oh,
Something
kind of.
Kind of.
that. Sort of. It's a long name. It's fine.
My name shall be Broderick.
Broderick.
Yes.
Wow. So regal.
Sounds so strong.
I'm going to be Akim.
Like A-K-I-N. Is that how it's spelled?
AKIM.
A-K-I-M.
And
Kim. Okay.
As in Nika backwards.
That's amazing.
As soon as you said it, I was like, oh.
Awesome.
Okay, so I've got a list. I can send you guys a list of what you're all called.
I put it in my notes.
Okay,
Yeah.
just in case people haven't got it in their notes, you know?
Yep.
Yeah, I like it when someone's taking notes because I do not take notes when I play.
Same. My notes are just weird.
I know.
I don't understand my notes the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh, what was I alluding to? No.
Like I try so hard, and there's a lot of stuff written there, but I don't know what it means. So, I will, when we get up to the room, I will grab an apple. I'll ask the gentleman at the front if he has an apple.
Mm-hmm. He
I will
yeah,
go up.
he really can. A nice, juicy, like Fuji style apple.
And I will go, when once we're in the room, I will hand out the sketch of the compound.
Alright, so you guys can actually see what the sketch looks like because it's almost like it was planned.
Dun, dun, dun.
Excuse my bad handwriting, but I did it on the iPad, so there you go.
Is it on Owlbear?
Yes, it is on Owlbear.
So, It's usually heavily guarded. I don't know. She is paranoid, so she constantly changed the shift, the way that they do their shifts. So it usually stays the same for about 3 or 4 days. So a couple days before we go in, we should probably check. But I don't know how you guys want to do recon, or if you just want to go in, and that's, I mean, we're going in for recon, but yeah.
All right, so we got this area there, the ballroom, etc.
Yeah.
And we're accessing. And is there an event happening in town at all?
Yeah, Secret, we already have the connection to get in? Did the queen make that for us?
DM, refresh my memory. I think we have to earn our spot in the festival.
Yeah, so you guys can't basically have your spot as a performance troupe. Like many performers are turning up from all over, and each of them have like this kind of letter of like approval to get in. So you guys have managed to procure one via the Queen, which Secret has, and
yes, right here.
All right,
and it basically gives you access to the entire compound. This is just the main building within the compound.
so do we have a reserved slot at this Ren Fair?
That's
So
right.
so you guys they know to expect some, like anybody who has this letter of approval, there's a limited number that's been given out. So anybody who appears with this letter of approval, it will be scanned just to make sure that it's a real one, not a forgery.
Okay, right.
And then you'll be given entry to the entire compound.
All right. I just wondered if we had a signed area that we were supposed to be in, like some folks do, or if we just had access to everything.
Yeah, so it's like come in, set up wherever you want, as long as it's within the area that's designated for where they'll be. And then you kind of get free roam in that area, and then into the ballroom later.
So
okay, so that's what I'm trying to figure out, is if it helps up, if it's advantageous to set up our areas or try to set up our area in a specific location that gives us better access to where we'd like to be.
well, and the question is how so there's 7 days until the festival actually happens, right?
Yeah.
Like how many days before can we, like, do they have early entry for performers so we can get set up with our tent?
Maybe we should have someone other than myself contact them and see if that's a thing.
Like, I mean, I feel like Secret and I could probably pull that off fairly.
Yeah, we could handle it.
Also, I think we should find a rehearsal space and actually rehearse what we're gonna do.
Yeah, good
So
idea.
it's not a clusterfuck.
Mhm.
I feel like we thrive in the clusterfuck.
Yeah,
That's
I hear you.
definitely kind of go over verbally what we'd like to do in our room. I mean,
And
that's
then we can also write a list of things we need so we can be quick in and out of where we need to be. I don't think I should do much of the talking.
I think we should keep you kind of in the background as much as possible.
keep you indoors as much as possible.
Also,
We also need to touch up your dye job.
yeah, we can do that. Also, what exactly are we getting? Are we just taking notes? Are we getting proof? What are we doing?
We're trying to get proof of her nefarious deeds, yes?
Yeah, not engage with her, but find proof as to what side she's on.
Well, I mean,
So
she's on
that
her own
means we're
side.
going to need access to her bedroom,
Her study, if she has
study?
one, I think would be a good thing.
The
If she-
library, potentially.
Potentially the library. The library, sometimes the
Library. She lets a lot of
Or is that where she holds court kind of thing?
no.
As
I
meeting?
did a lot of my studying there.
All right. So does she have a personal, like, office of sorts, or
The study, her study.
your study? Okay.
There are some rooms I didn't ever get to see.
Mm-hmm.
But her
Can you
bedroom is
recall, like, if she ever had dealings with other people, that, you know, any time that she would give them, items that maybe need to be stored away, like where that would be?
my guess is the items that I procured and things like that. If she held on to them or in one of the rooms I was not given privy to.
Okay.
Um,
So rooms that you didn't have privy to, and
that would be towards the stage area. There's a couple rooms I never got to go in. I was only in her study maybe 2 or 3 times. I didn't really get a good look in there.
but you would see people headed off to this other area that you didn't have any access to, and that's probably where they would store these items.
Yeah, my room was on the left side.
Okay.
When I was allowed to be in a room.
Sure.
I know there's a window on my side, and there's 2 big windows in her room.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the biggest areas we're going to want to go to are the bedroom, the study, and the rooms I haven't been to. I would guess.
Okay.
Dungeons are also interesting. There's a lot of people down there.
There's a lot of people down there?
In and out. Yeah, that's where she did most of the torturing. So, proof unto itself would be secret seeing a dungeon.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
So
I mean, so here's the thing. I think it's hearsay to say that, you know, of course, this is proof of nefarious things to say, I saw this. I think it's more that we need to come back with tangible evidence, correct?
Yeah, it has to be
Also,
something actionable.
In the dungeons, there's an area that was also off guard. Like,
oh yeah,
like-
no, we're definitely going down to the dungeon. That's not a question.
yeah.
We'll go down to the dungeon, and maybe there is an area there where things are kept. Who knows? I'm kind of thinking it's
So
probably.
we're gonna need to plan how we're gonna do that as well. Do we do this before our performance, after our performance, during? Like,
Well, I think there needs to obviously be a distraction.
Well, I think once we find out
the party itself can be a distraction.
I think, okay, so here's what I think. I think right now we need to schedule what we're doing, say, tomorrow. I think Secret and I are going to go find out when we can pick our spot and get set up, because then we can start casing this in person also.
We also need to find if there's a place where we can rehearse.
Exactly. If there's rehearsal space, even if there's rehearsal space there where some of us can go just to look around. I'm not saying you, River, because you need to not be there as much as possible. But Secret and I can go tomorrow, just find out what the schedule is for the coming week prior to the festival. If we don't have early access, then we don't have early access, but we'll find that out.
And we need to keep ourselves, yes, we're a troupe, but we need to blend in with all the other troops. We can't be memorable. So honestly, our performance shouldn't be so fantastic that they're like, yeah, but it shouldn't be mediocre. It should be in the middle.
But
Alright,
as far as when we're actually going to search, I think during the other performances is probably our best.
Yeah.
Well, I have
And
an
yeah.
idea. It seems to me that since we have 2 different locations we like to go to, it's kind of hard to get a distraction going for that long to cover the 2 areas. If we were to divide, or even just had a couple of us headed, divide and check out those 2 areas.
Well, I'm assuming these are floors of
Yes.
the compound, right?
Yeah. First floor, second floor.
First floor, second floor, third floor.
Mm-hmm. I was just thinking that if there was a big enough distraction, like if there was a fire.
I don't think we need that kind of distraction.
We don't want to notice.
An
You
event
just think
happening.
but you don't think that they would like double up security in those areas of that were
I can tell you, Lady
I
R's
mean,
room is
working in
magically.
security. I just think that
Well, I can tell you some of the security inside. Lady R's room is magically, and 1 guard, magically locked. 1 guard, usually, because it's enforced with magic.
Yeah.
And it's heavy magic.
okay.
Don't know how the windows, if they have them on it or not from the outside. Dungeons usually heavily guarded, 2 to 3 guards. I don't know about for an event. And the downstairs where there's people is going to be probably the easiest. Yes, there's going to be guards, but there's going to be people in and out everywhere. As far as the ground floor. The biggest thing would be getting by guards, which you can use. Sometimes you can use disguise self and things like that, as long as the mages aren't around. So we should clock the mages pretty quickly if we can.
Well, the good thing about having me around is mages can't see my disguise.
Yeah. So, and then we're gonna need some kind of something to. I mean, do I have dispel magic? I think I do.
So yeah, I need to be able to dispel magic to get into that room. And we
Yeah,
need
we need to
to.
prepare for that.
And I mean, the guard seems like an easy enough thing to handle. So that's on, that's on the 3rd floor, correct?
Her room.
Uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming that's the top floor. Yeah.
So 3rd floor.
Yeah.
So basically, our first step is we rest tonight, and then tomorrow, Tix and I will head to the compound to figure out when we gain access, and then from there,
The rest of us can go to one of the magic shops on this side.
Yep.
And
And
pick up
you
some-
can go to the smithy tomorrow.
and pick up some.
And then we can reconvene, and I think we'll have a better idea of exactly what.
We will have gained information.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Don't
Yeah.
want to puke at all.
We got
So-
you, man.
With that in mind, you kind of close up your plans for the evening. And now that you've kind of got somewhat of a plan for the next day, you all head off for some rest. And we will pick up there next time.
Just as a note,
Mhm.
I will do catapult. I will do alarm on our
Okay.
room.
Excellent.
Cool.